Guys, going into the fourth season, this is my team. I've managed to sign Guimaraes and Adiami and Tomori as well this season after Van Dijk left us to Juventus. First game of the season against Atletico Madrid, and it's the UEFA Super Cup, hoping that we can actually beat them and take the first trophy of the season. Yes, we do. Luis Diaz with the goal and Harvey Elliott in the first half. Lino equalized for Atletico Madrid, but Liverpool managed to win in extra time. Guys, the first league game of the season is away to Arsenal, hoping that we can actually beat them and take first 3 points of the season. Oh, we've been beaten. Havertz and Martinelli. Luis Diaz scoring another goal for Liverpool this season, hoping that he'll have a great season this time around. I am now simulating all the way to January and hoping that Liverpool actually get into the top 4 this season and win the Champions League, because they are in the Champions League, winning the Europa League last season. And looking at the group, they've got Roma and Zagreb in their group, managed to beat Roma 2-0. Carabao Cup, oh, they've been defeated to Plymouth Argyle. They've got Monaco. That's the 3 teams. So I'm going to let the simulation continue and see you in January. Guys, already in January, looking at the results, or 2 poor defeats, 1 to Man City and 1 to West Ham. No defeats in November, no defeats in October. A couple of draws and 1 defeat to Plymouth Argyle in the Carabao Cup third round. That was a bit poor. Let's go and check the table. Ooh, what a start to the season it was. I was guessing it. Liverpool second in the table, just a point behind Manchester City, and 5 points ahead of Arsenal. Looking at the bottom of the league is Fulham, Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest. Yeah, with the FA Cup third round, we've got a game against Colchester. Carabao Cup, we were knocked out by Plymouth Argyle. That means we need to sell 2 players now. Well, actually 1 player. Yes, we need to sell 1 player next transfer window, and because we won the UEFA Super Cup, beating Atletico Madrid. Oh, we actually topped the group. That is fantastic. So into the round of 16, hoping that we've got an easy team. Oh, definitely got an easy team. I think this is the Swedish league team. Yeah, we're playing against them in the AIK rebuild in Swedish league a couple of days ago. Oh, huge game at Old Trafford against Manchester United. Let's quick sim and hopefully we can beat them. We have Soler and Bruno Guimaraes with the 3rd minute goal. Early goal from Liverpool and a late goal from Liverpool. 3 points to Liverpool. Guys, 2 changes in the Colchester game. We've got the Greek defender in for Tomori, and Callagher makes his first appearance, hoping we can actually beat them and go to the 4th round. Oh, we've been beaten 3-2. Adiemi, Bruno Guimaraes scored, made it 2-1. But Christian Hopper scored for Colchester. That is 2nd player to be sold next transfer window in next season. Guys, into the Champions League last 16 game against the Swedish side, hoping this could be an easy tie for us. 1-1. That is absolutely poor from Liverpool. They need to win at Anfield. This could be a make or break game for Liverpool at Anfield today, hoping that they can qualify for last 8. And yes, they have. 5-3. What a game this would be for the neutral. Liverpool took the lead from Szoboszlai. Adiami missed a penalty. Zapitzer playing for them. And then Szoboszlai scoring again. Then Bowler scoring. Adiami and Horvath took it to extra time. And João Cancelo scored and Soler scored. Nevertheless, guys, we are through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Guys, a 3-2 defeat to Manchester City in the Champions League quarterfinal. We definitely have to play the Anfield game. I'm simulating towards it. 2-2 draw against Chelsea. And we've got 2 games in space of 8 days against Manchester City, both at the Anfield and both really requiring a victory, nothing less. Let's go to this game first, and hoping that we can turn things around against Manchester City. Guys, they say Liverpool Anfield is made for Champions League nights like this. Let's see if they can actually live up to their standards. 3-2 down from the first game. Manchester City top of the table in the league, and Adiami is breaking through. Szoboszlai, oh, he scores for Liverpool inside the 4th minute, and they have equalised McGregor 1-0 on the 9. What a start from Liverpool. They are really living up to their Anfield Champions League night. status. What a goal. Keeper Ederson, what was he doing? Diving, but he should be saving that. What a start from Liverpool. It's Szoboszlai, beats his man. He's got two and two on his left. He passes it to the wrong guy, Cancelo. Chance for Liverpool, Szoboszlai over the bar. Oh, chance for Rodgers. He tries crossing it in, but Trapp had to put his hand in there. Oh, chance for Rodgers. Is he going to cross it in? Haaland's it free. Oh, hits the bar. And Trapp picks it up the second time. Oh, chance for Haaland. He's 1-on-1. Tomori has to put his leg in there. But City equalise it. Haaland with the goal for Liverpool. For Man City, sorry. Goes straight to Pep and he hooks him 1-1 at Anfield. Once João Cancelo brings it in. Is he going to cross it in? No, he doesn't. Shoots. What a save by Ederson. Harvey Elliott. Oh, he's in the box. Is he going to shoot? He does. Oh, yes. He creeps in, hits the bar, and it's in the net. Liverpool have taken the lead again. 2-1 at Anfield. City left with no answers against the youngster. Look at that skill. Beats two men and just shoots into the top corner. Hits the bar and comes into the net. Pace, but defenders manage to get it. No, they don't. What a save by Ederson. Oh, what a chance for Diami. Shoot, score. What's a save from the goalkeeper. Keeps City in the game. Could have been end of the day for City. It's upon us here. What a game so far in the Champions League. Last 8. Scored early in the game. Is he going to score? Passes on. Diaz. What a block. This time shoot, score. No, Ederson punches it over the bar. What a save. What a block that is. Oh, they lose it. It's Luis Diaz. He's got pace. Is he going to beat the keeper? Oh, yes, he does. Liverpool score yet another goal tonight. And 5-4 on aggregate. 3-1 on the night. What a goal from Luis Diaz. Poor defending at the back from Man City. And they have to pay for it when you do that at Anfield against Liverpool. Especially Luis Diaz. He punishes it, strokes it below Ederson's, diving as Ederson, and 3-1 to Liverpool. Sneak through Man City and into the semis. Guys, the toughest fixture of them all against Man City again at Anfield. Replay of the last week defeats. Can Man City come up with the answers? But before that, let's go check the Premier League table. 6 games remaining. City are 6 points ahead of Liverpool. Nothing but a win for Liverpool will do them favours, because with 5 games remaining and you being 6 points behind City, you're not catching them. Top 4, Chelsea and Arsenal managed to get into the top 4. Spurs, Aston Villa battling for the Europa and the Conference League, bottom of the table and relegated almost to Southampton. Leeds, who are still battling for the relegation, avoiding the relegation. Fulham, Watford still in contention for relegation. Crystal Palace as well. On the left hand flank is Foden, passes to Haaland. What a save, but rebound. Haaland scores 1-0 to Manchester City. And if you let Haaland that sort of space, he does score. Kevin Trapp has been beaten by Haaland for the first time this season. 1-0 to Man City. And City lose it. Is Luis Diaz who wins it. Oh, Harvey Elliott finds Szoboszlai, and 1-1 at Anfield. Liverpool have equalised 10 minutes to half-time, and Szoboszlai, who scored last Wednesday, scores yet again against Man City this season. What a counter-attack. Again, City having to concede the goal from their own mistake. Luis Diaz wins it, passes on to Harvey Elliott. He had one option. And Szoboszlai, who scored the goal. 1-1 at Anfield. Passes it back to Szoboszlai, and what's a block? Oh, what a save by Ederson. Again. Oh, this is Bruno Guimaraes. Could be 2-1, but what a save by Ederson. Again. Is he going to pass it? Passes on to what's he doing, man? Should have been a better pass for the Army. He could have been scoring. Points the cap, and here's Diaz. Is he going to lob the keeper? He does. What a goal for Liverpool! And it's Luis Diaz. What a goal! That is worthy of recording and saving it, guys. What a goal that is! And this is worthy of winning any title anywhere in the world. It beats Ederson, one of the best goalkeepers in the league. Look at that through ball from Guimaraes. And he knows keeper's going to come out. He chips it over him. What a goal. 2-1 to Liverpool. Guys, a huge game at Parc de France. Liverpool versus PSG. PSG's got Mbappe. Let's see if Luis Diaz can actually beat Mbappe to the victory. Let's quick sim the game. 2-1 to Liverpool. Luis Diaz and Bruno Guimaraes with the goal in the second half. And Nelson Mendes, I think it's Nelson Mendes, he scored for PSG, the opener, in 11 minutes. Liverpool come from behind again. On to the return fixture at Anfield, hoping that we can actually get at least a draw and make it into the final. Oh, 4-0, Vlahovic with the hat-trick. And Fabian Ruiz in the first half goal, absolutely battered at Anfield. Liverpool are out of the Champions League to PSG. Over the top to Adeyemi, who's already scored this game. Oh, he had to pull it back. He passes it on. Oh, chance for Szoboszlai, hits the post. And Bruno Guimaraes has slots in, but Liverpool have been called back for a penalty. Oh, what drama. That goal should have stood, but De Gea is going to be red carded or something. That was a clear opportunity. Look at that. He rolls into the net. Bruno Guimaraes, I think it was him. Not quite sure he was. But penalty to Liverpool, and it's Szoboszlai going to take it. Hopefully he makes it 2-0. Oh, De Gea with the save. And Tottenham really been let off the hook here. Should have been yellow to De Gea, but no card shown. Man, he's running into the box. Chance to score. What a save by Kevin Trapp. A chance for Luis Diaz to really finish it off. And he does. What a finish. It's not Luis Diaz actually. It's Bruno Guimaraes. What a goal. Luis Diaz actually set him up, and it's 2-0 to Liverpool. Surely the title is going to Anfield. Oh, it's not even Bruno Guimaraes, it's João Cancelo. Oh, and that's it. Full time at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Liverpool have done the unthinkable. It has been coming though. Expert Khan, 4 years in the making, and title is going back to Anfield. What a day that is. Are we going to see the title lifting? Yes, it is. Kevin Trapp is moving up to the title. Who's going to lift it? The captain. Luis Diaz is the captain, I think. Yes, he is the captain. Look at that. Oh, what a scenes. What scenes that is at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. We've built up a great team, and Luis Diaz is there to lift the trophy for Liverpool once again in this decade. Luis Diaz come from Porto 6 seasons ago. Liverpool went on a downstroke and then back to the very top of English football, champions of the Premier League. Guys, the season ended, and let's recap the season. Liverpool win the league by just 3 goal difference. City, Chelsea and Arsenal make it to the Champions League. Tottenham have to go to Europa League. Conference League is Aston Villa's path, or Leeds, Watford and Southampton relegated. But in the FA Cup, Arsenal beat Brentford 3-0, or we were beaten by Colchester. That means we have to sell one player in the starting 11. Going into the Carabao Cup, City beat Southampton 4-2 in the final, and we were beaten in round 3 to Plymouth on penalties. So that's another player going out in the starting 11. And the Champions League defeat was against PSG. We managed to win the UEFA Super Cup with defeat for PSG in the final to Bayern Munich, who actually beat us on the way through into the semi. So that's 3 players out for sale. Villarreal beat Spurs in the final of Europa League, and Conference League goes to Arsenal beating Getafe 2-1 in the final. Guys, into the 5th season with Liverpool, and already Kevin Trapp has left us, so that's 1 player from the starting 11 gone. Which 2 other players are gonna be sold? We'll have to find out, guys. Stay tuned. Guys, first signing of the 5th season, and is the Brazilian goalkeeper Alisson, coming back to Anfield at the age of 33. 36 million signing from Chelsea. We've got him back at Liverpool where he belongs. Guys, we've had 2 offers for different players. João Cancelo, who I'm not gonna sell, but we can sell Tomori, who we signed from, I'm not quite sure he was, Real Madrid. 106 million offer. Let's go and accept it. That does give us the chance to sign Gabriel, currently playing for Roma, playing for Arsenal in IRL. Oh, guys, we've been offered 97 million from Frankfurt for Luis Diaz. I think I'll have to let him go. Guys, having let go Tomori, who was brilliant last season for us, we had to get a replacement, and we've got the Brazilian international currently playing for Roma, Gabriel, an Arsenal defender who is heavily linked to the Liverpool team in not IRL but in FIFA. Long time I've been chasing this guy, couldn't sign him, but I have managed to sign him. He's at Anfield, hoping to get into Liverpool starting 11. Guys, with the sales of Luis Diaz and Tamore and buying Gabriel and Alisson, we are still left at 170 million, and I know exactly a player to go out for. Guys, he is one of the talented players in the Premier League in IRL, and he's playing for Arsenal. We've managed to sign Bukayo Saka for 130 million and paying him 300 grand per week. What a signing, what a blockbuster signing is for Liverpool in the season number 5. Guys, first game of the season and already like a final at Wembley in the Charity Shield. Hopefully we can win it. Oh, 5-4, we've lost to Arsenal on penalty shootout. First game of the new Premier League season, and can we defend the title? Let's go to the first game and see if we can actually defend it. Oh, we've been defeated by Nottingham Forest. Not a good start of the season. 2 defeats out of 2 in the first 2 games of the season for Liverpool. I'm just going to be simulating all the way to the January transfer window and see if we need actually signing any players and see where we are in the table. We've got tough Champions League group, guys. PSG, Ajax in our group as well. In the Carabao Cup game against Everton, we managed to win. We draw against City, and the third team in the Champions League group stage is Shakhtar Donetsk. What a group, what a tough group that is for Liverpool. Can they win the Champions League in the final season with Expert Khan? We'll have to find out. Guys, already in January, and some results indicate that we might be top of the table probably after the Champions League. Let's go and check the tables. Oh, we are currently second, 20 games into the season, 6 points behind Arsenal. Oh, what a surprising bunch of players they are this season. Bottom of the table is Swansea, Leicester and Norwich. Chelsea are just about into the top 4. Let's see. We lost the Charity Shield, so that means we have to sell 1 player. Of course, we're not continuing. This is the last season. Carabao Cup we've got, FA Cup we've got against Brighton. That is absolutely tough fixture away from home. Carabao Cup, yeah, we lost to Aston Villa in the Carabao Cup round 4. And Champions League, guys, we actually managed to top the group. PSG out of the Champions League, who actually knocked us out last season. So this season could be the chance to lift the trophy the Liverpool fans always dream in their nights. So guys, once again, I'm going to be simulating all the way towards the Champions League game against Leipzig. Ooh, that is one tough game, but not as tough as Liverpool. We should be beating them. Oh, we've actually beaten Brighton in the round 3 of the FA Cup. We've got a game. I'm not quite sure who that is. Oh, we actually beaten them 3-0. What a game. Guys, into the Champions League round of 16. Liverpool are in the round of 16. Lost the semi-final last season. Can they make it to the final this time around? 2-0. Perez and Wan-Bissaka. Who is Perez? I'm not quite sure, but 2-0 in the first game. Guys, a huge tough game against Barcelona in the Champions League quarterfinals. Do we have the guts to beat Barcelona in their own backyard? Let's quick sim the game. And we have 2-1 Ramsey and Elliott. Where is Ramsey coming from? Who is this guy? Come on for Wan-Bissaka in the first half, and he scored now. And Martinez scoring in the first half. First quarter of the game, but Elliott equalizing. Barcelona 2-1 to the good. Into the home fixture, at least a draw, guys. And yes, a draw. Managed to pull it a draw, and we are into the semi-final once again. Guys, a crunching FA Cup semi-final it is against Southampton. Hoping that we can do the treble. We have to beat Southampton here. And yes, we do. Carvalho with the goal in the 80th minute. Adiami missing the penalty just after the break. And Liverpool are in the final. Guys, no Champions League game is easy, and we've got Juventus, they've got Rashford and Kane, and we've got Saka and Adiami. Let's quick sim the game. Oh, we've been beaten 2-1. Adiami had the chance to equalise in the 89th minute, but he missed his penalty. I am seeing that he is missing a lot of penalties this season. Isak with the goal for Juventus. Adiami equalised. Rashford again, former Premier League player, scoring for Juventus. How ironic is this? Guys, to save my team's skin, I have to go and play this game. We are 2-1 down from the first game against Juventus, and we are away now, hoping that we can turn things around. Let's go to the kickoff. Oh, chance for Kessie. He's 2-1 at the moment. Oh, what a tackle. He had to get it right. Gomez. Chance for Soler. Is he going to pass it in? He passes it. And Saka, oh, hits the post from 2 yards. So many former Premier League players. Here's Goretzka and Alisson again. What a save. Who's got pace? Is he going to score this one? Oh, he does score. The harder opportunity of the two. Saka scores at the stroke of half-time at the Juventus Stadium. 2-2 on aggregate and 1-0 on the night to Liverpool. Adiami. Oh, he scores for Liverpool. 2-0 on the night. Adiami turns his man and he scores into the top corner. Liverpool one step into the Champions League final. What a turn. He beats his man and blasts it past, I think it was Chesney, and 2-0 on the night and 3-2 on aggregate. Oh, what a result. 4-0 Adiami with the brace and Saka with the brace. Juventus humbled in the second leg of the semi-final. Liverpool in the final. Guys, in the FA Cup final, we are up against Arsenal. I'm not going to make any changes. Let's go to the game. Guys, final whistle at Wembley. Adiami and Saka with the 2 goals for Liverpool. We managed to win at Wembley in the FA Cup. I was trying to jump in, but I couldn't. I always want to see my team lift the trophy, but not on this occasion. But we still managed to win against Arsenal 2-0 in the FA Cup final. Guys, into the Champions League final against Bayern Munich at the Stadio Metropolitano Stadium. We are going into this game with no changes made. Let's quick sim and see when we can actually jump into the game. Guys, look at the scoreline. 53 minutes on the clock and it's 3-2 to Liverpool. I have jumped in now. I was simulating it. I wanted to see my team lift the Champions League. Chance for Saka to seal it. Yes, he has. 4-2 in the final. What a goal. What a counter-attack. Liverpool winning the Champions League with the last season with expert Khan. Saka with the goal. Adiami also in the second half. Not quite sure who scored the first 2 for Bayern Munich and Liverpool. It was 2-2 at half-time. Saka gets his goal in the final. He clears for Bayern Munich into the last 10 minutes and chance for Paquetá. Alisson comes out and saves. Boy, bundles in. 4-3 it is for Liverpool. 10 minutes remaining. Can they actually get an equaliser? Well, chance for Liverpool is Soler. Is he going to waste time? He crosses it into Saka, but Mendy gets it for Bayern. And the final whistle is blown. Liverpool have finally won the Champions League. Almost 8 seasons in the making, guys. 4 before expert Khan and 5 during expert Khan. And Saka celebrating his first Champions League. Van Bissaka too. So many players lifting their first Champions League ever. Gomez, what a player. He deserves it. He's been here at Liverpool ever since expert Khan took over in 2022. And here we go, lifting the Champions League. Absolutely madness for Liverpool. On the verge of getting sacked so many times. Oh, why the Champions League black? It should have been silver. By the way, guys, Soler is the captain for this season, and he is going to lift the Champions League for the first time in his career. And Liverpool are the champions of the European football and hoping to get the World Super Cup trophy with another manager. Expert Khan is leaving after this game. And all goodbyes to all the players and the fans watching. So guys, end of the series. If you like my series with Liverpool, do subscribe to my channel. I'll be uploading more FIFA content, and write down in the comment area which team you really want me to do. Guys, a quick recap to the Premier League season. Chelsea winning the league just by a point. Liverpool getting in the top 4 again. into the relegation zone and out. Leicester, Swansea and Norwich. Liverpool actually lost the Community Shield to Arsenal on penalties, but Arsenal did lose to Liverpool 2-0 in the FA Cup. Carabao Cup goes to Sheffield United, surprisingly beating City 2-1 in the final. Bayern winning the UEFA Super Cup, but they're not winning anything this season. And Champions League goes to Liverpool, beating Bayern in the final. Europa League goes to Tottenham, beating Paris Saint-Germain, surprisingly 3-0 in the final, and Atletico Madrid beating Marseille 3-1 in the final. That's it guys for this series. Thanks for watching and goodbye.